How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Boxes and shit. Tubes, boxes. I'm sure you can make a song out of that. But yeah, we're back with a little bit of dark beer goodness. Hopeful goodness, because I've never had it with non-O, butchering the shit out of that probably. Their Dark Horizon 5th edition. It's been years since I've had this beer. I actually reviewed one of their Dark Horizons. I believe it was second or third edition when I first started doing beer reviews about 2 years ago. So I'm super excited to give this a whirl. Thank you very much. I want to say I kind of want to just keep saying when I do that. For sending this off, they sent me off this little menage of beerness here. So thank you very much, guys, for sending these off. We'll give it a whirl. Doing a whole little boxing thing. There's a glass in here. I've had this out and I drank out of it already, but I'm being kind of fucking, legit style shit right now. So, and the beer itself oddly came without a label on it, even though it's supposed to come with a label on it. So, I have the box here, have the glass here. I'll take the glass out. Like I said, I've drank beers out of this fucking thing already, so this is all just pomp for you motherfuckers. And the beer wise, as far as what it says on this, because like I said, the beer came without a label on it. It says Dark Horizon, 5th edition, 16% alcohol by volume. It's a sipper. And that's pretty much it. Label wise, or box wise, is pretty cool. The label's essentially the same, so very minimalistic, fucking kind of like Rings of Fire, Dante, 7th level of hell fucking shit going on right now. So let's give this a pop off here. Give that a pop. Now, like I said, no label on this son of a bitch. And I have this, a wooden coaster. Why wouldn't the beer taste better when it comes from a wooden coaster? But actually, I really like the wooden coaster, so I shouldn't try to make fun of it too much because it's really fucking cool. Anyway, put that little glass up there. Take this little son of a bitch right here. Pop this off. Ooh, another big hiss on there. Pour it in this ridiculously fragile glass. Ridiculously fragile. I will break this glass. I was actually worried. I did a couple beer reviews with this glass going, oh, don't break it, because I assumed I was going to break it before I got to this review. Anyway, nice little little labeling on there. Pinky finger, half a pinky finger. It's like a weird kind of creaminess, yet kind of like rocky on the edges kind of thing, and pretty damn dark. Yeah. Look at that. They actually sent me a little like kind of like a beer facts kind of like tasting note sheet, but I purposely left that behind because I do not want to know anything about a beer whatsoever. So I'm just gonna go into it, going, it's dark, it looks delicious, malted malt ball colored head, and there you go. So yeah, let's see if we can get a nose on this sucker. Ooh. Okay. Well, rich, deep, rich molasses with a little bit of smoke, kind of barrel cherry smoke, bourbon, readily apparent. Total, I don't even want to say dessert beer. I want to talk about like a dessert liqueur kind of beer. It's like dessert beers a lot of time when you're sitting there and you're saying, okay, we're talking about like a cake kind of beer or a brownie kind of beer. This is more like, okay, a shot that was made up to resemble a kind of cake kind of beer. It's very boozy, but not painfully boozy. It's not like I'm whiffing this and going, oh my god, this thing's gonna suck to actually drink, or it's gonna be way too hot. It's very vibrant, very in your face, but at the same time, semi-approachable. Let's put it that way. Every description in the book, it's a dark beer to the T with a bunch of barreling going on. You're getting molasses, you're getting caramel, you're getting brown sugar. You're getting sweet cherries, dark cherries from the beer itself and the bourbon. You're getting a little bit of bittering malt from the malts itself. You're getting smoke and char and kind of that rubbed chocolatey, charry thing that I love so much from the barrel itself. There's all different stuff going on here. It's very... While it is a 2x4 or a 4x4, an 8x4, how big they make fucking logs nowadays, to your face of beerness. At the same time, there seems to be a bit of a refinedness to it, too. smells delicious. Basically what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Look at that. Sex on a platter. Let's drink this shit. Cheers. The booziness is very close to being hot. It just stops just a hair before it. So you definitely know you're drinking something with a bit of legs to it. But it doesn't get to the point where it's uncomfortable. The charry smokiness on this is off the charts in a good way. It's not overpowering. It's definitely bigger than what the beer is, but at the same time, it's kind of welcoming. It's not. It's the calling card of the beer. Let's put it that way. It's showing you that this is what this beer, or the number one note, or again, the calling card portion of the beer should be or wants to be. The roasted malts in this are perfect for the amount of sweetness that is in the beer. With the, higher ABV, getting up there in the 16% range, combined with the actual, spirit of the barreling of the beer, you're starting to, venture into a place where the beer can get infinitely too sweet. So you throw in that smokiness, the charriness of the barrel, you throw in the roasted malts, and you jack those up to the point where they're bitter enough to kind of counterbalance that sweetness to where it makes it creepily drinkable, to the point where you're like, okay, this is like a 17% beer, but it's super easy to drink. It's delicious. I enjoy it. Is it one of the better uber ABV Imperial Stouts I've had? On the outside and the edge. Not on the outside looking in, not in, just on the edge of that. There's ones that are a bit more nuanced or a bit more to my favor, but it's pretty damn fucking delicious. It was kind of like a weird thing, too, because with Nøgne, they were bought out from a larger brewery in, I forget the exact country that bought them out, but it's kind of an AB InBev kind of situation going on there. Much smaller scale. The country in which they're brewed, they were bought out by a larger company that kind of took them over. Didn't take them over completely. I think they bought 55 or 65% of the company, and so you didn't really know what was going to happen with them. So all the Nøgne beers that I've had over the past have been buyout status. It's been a lot of beers that were 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, and I've loved them. Like I said, I did a Dark Horizon review. I love that. Their Baltic Porter is one of my more favorite beers that I've had as of late, and I reviewed that probably about 2 years ago. And but a lot of their beers have been very hard to get as of late. I don't know if their distribution changed, but I haven't seen a lot of their stuff. But to actually have the opportunity to actually pick this up, or have it sent to me, thank you very much again, to actually review it and to check it out is pretty fucking cool. And I think they stayed true to what the original version is. It's different. Obviously, it's going to be different. You're not going to make the same beer over and over again, especially if you're doing higher ABV portions of the show like this. But it's still nice. It's still robust. It's still in your face, but at the same time approachable and delicious. There you go. So let's talk about it. Like I said, it's one of the better barrel-aged Imperial Stouts I've had as of late. Just on the edge. Not on the outside looking in, not in there, just on the edge. Value and availability. The sheet they gave me probably says how much it retails for, but I ignored that thing completely. They're usually on the super pricey end. These usually retail around $30 a bottle. If they're cheaper, awesome. If they're not, that kind of sucks. Availability, like I said, up until a couple of years ago, I can get their beers. So who knows what their availability is now. Hopefully they are a bit more accessible here in the States. And just say if you like, what will you like this? If you like your bigger, barrel-aged, robust Imperial Stouts, you're getting those cherries abound, the roasted malts, the smokiness, charriness, everything in there is in there, and it's very impactful. It's, like I said, it's very in your face, but at the same time approachable to the point where you can drink it and not go too crazy. So, yeah, it's a delicious beer. One that hopefully we see more of here at a price point that doesn't, make my butthole get tight. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you want to check me out anywhere else on the internet, you can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tapped. Massive Beers in all 4 of those places. And yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice Norwegian barrel-aged Imperial Stout right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.